And then, but when you watch the time, it's a month ago. So, yeah, it's going to take a little confusing. That's fun.
So his birthday's in
Very
November?
cute, but it doesn't count. This doesn't count. Okay, I want to get into that. And it's like the memorable birthday man over the age of 7. Right? Like, I have never cared about my birthday more than Abby does every single year. There was one year I forgot to wish him a happy birthday week. Not a happy birthday. I forgot to wish him a happy birthday week to start the week, and I got yelled at. You were mad at me for a while about that.
Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, I want to talk about this. I think you are ridiculous. You're the only 35-year-old man that still cares about their birthday.
Okay, Brandon. As you announced on the last episode, your beautiful wife and your unborn child, will come into this world. And your wife and you scratch, clawed, faced adversity, done everything in life to get to that moment, to create the beautiful symbiote that is a child. So sorry if every year for the last 34 years I came together with the people closest to me, my mother included, and created a celebration to not only that moment, but the moment before her with her two parents united and created her. So sorry if I bring a little glee into the world and demand that people wish me happy birthday.
See, here's the thing. I have nothing wrong with you really caring about your birthday. I actually think it's kind of nice, right? Like, I think once you're 17, 18, people stop caring about birthdays anymore. Maybe like their 21st birthday in America, that's when you could drink. I think it's cool that you really care about your birthday. You usually take the day off. My issue with you is if someone forgets, you hate them for the entire year. It's like, I get it. It's an important day for you. It's not an important day for anybody else. We all have birthdays. Although I will give it to you. Wish me happy birthday. And even Sam was like, no, that never forgets my birthday. So I will give you that. You return the favor.
I will say, though, I'm a total hypocrite scumbag, especially this past year with the kid. Sometimes I'll see someone's birthday, and I'll go, they better wish, every year they better wish me happy birthday, but I just, don't have the time right now. And I kind of forget about it.
You're starting to lose me, because up until now, I thought you were the guy that, I want people to wish me happy birthday, but I will also wish you a happy birthday, too. Anyway, happy birthday, buddy. 35, do I have that correct?
Yes.
You're going to 70. How does that make you feel?
So I do feel old. I got to be honest. But I actually like the rebrand of the podcast that people have mentioned. Have you seen that in the chats?
No. What are they calling us? The Unks? The Unks of YouTube?
The Unk Boys? The Unk Boys? Yeah.
I like that. You got, the Costco guys. You've got the Mount Boys. The Unk Boys. What was it? Unk what?
I think it's Unk Boys.
Yeah, okay.
By Unk Boys.
I like that. Well, the Unks of YouTube.
I've worked my whole life to become Unk stats.
So here's the thing. I really want to know, is your birthday, well, I guess it wasn't your birthday. Tomorrow is your birthday. Yeah. Is your birthday going to be any different this year now that you have a kid? Let me put it this way. My parents never gave interrupts me a time the number of birthdays as long as I've been. Now, maybe when they were kids, maybe when they were in their 20s, but ever since I was alive, everything was about my birthday. And part of that might be because all of our birthdays are within 3 days of each other. Is your birthday just as big of a deal as it was last year, or do you think it lost a little bit because, Raphael was born?
If he could get up and kneel upon my feet tomorrow, I would request it.
Are you going to be, upset with him when you don't get, a happy birthday, Papa, tomorrow morning? Yeah, you can't talk yet?
You're right. I am going to hold it against him. I'm going to be like, last year you didn't wish me happy.
Yeah. You're going to hold that against him for years.
We're going to this zoo.
That can't be for you. That's got to be for your son.
Okay, Brandon, here's again. I don't mean to be the I am to teach you this next elevation.
You're pretty much a year ahead of me, right? You're a little bit over a year older than me, and your child about a year before me, so I'd like to learn from you. It's fresh on your mind.
Because when you're a father, you like to experience life through your child's eyes, and the happiness that he brings is a happiness for you. Now, I'll admit, if the mom is happiness starting at 5 a.m., not necessarily the same dichotomy.
So you don't wake up at 4:20 in the morning when he wants to eat and just be like, oh, so happy that he's, drinking milk right now.
I'm so glad to experience the day through his eyes.
Yeah. No, but I get that. You know what's funny? Sam's was kind of like busting my chops because remember I said I'm never going to take my child on a plane until they're like 5 years old minimum. And she was like, I get it, because I think she took her child to Disney World when they were like 1.5. And I was like, that's outrageous. They're not going to remember it. And she's like, I know they're not going to remember it. But in that moment, just seeing their eyes light up and seeing how happy they were, even if they don't remember it, it was worth it for me. Then I was like, I don't know if it'd be worth a 4-hour plane ride and all that stuff. But I get what she was saying, and to hear you say that about this year, all right, that's now 2 for 2. People have told me that. I'm still not taking my future child on the plane. But
I would say the difference in the budget between
the zoo and Disney World.
she got the girl backstage with my star insurance and Kevin Conner versus a flight to Disney World for you and your family. And probably staying at the, what is it, the Grand Polynesian with them.
That's one of them. You got the Grand Polynesian, you got the Grand Floridian.
Why's everything grand done?
I don't actually think it's the Grand Polynesian. I think it's just the Polynesian.
Okay.
When Sam and I went to Disney World together, we stayed at the Top Century Hotel, which was 6 miles away from Disney World, and it was the cheapest hotel you could get. to my defense, it was 1 year out of college. Sam was still in college. YouTube was not even in my brain yet. We had no money.
That's one of your famous profile pictures.
Oh, you're right. Me and Sam in front of the Disney World castle.
Or I don't even know if it was that. Did you have it at your desk at work?
Maybe. Yeah, I might have.
Should we throw a little, not a red card, but maybe a red card? I'm a changed man, by the way. I don't attack people. That's all out the window.
Okay, you've been saying this for years. Abby's been a changed man, and he's no longer going to judge people. He's no longer going to attack people. And then he always just goes, no offense, and then it just doesn't count. Are you attacking me?
Yeah, you're going on a trip to Disney World when you're 23 years old and you don't got a pot to pee in?
Sam loves Disney World. If it was up to her, she'd be going, oh yeah, we'd be going every year. I think Sam's main reason for having a child is just so she has an excuse to go back to Disney World. That's my theory. She hasn't told me this, but that's my theory. So for her, she really wanted to go back to Disney World. She hadn't gone since she was young, so we went to Disney World.
What does she think about Disney stereotypes for adults?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever talked to her about it.
Because I feel, obviously, people are passionate about Disney adults and their position upon them. But then also, I would imagine any action has an exact opposite reaction. I'm pretty sure that's what Cam Newton said.
It was one of his 3 laws.
Yeah, one of them. He said that. So yeah, I would imagine that the other person, like the Disney adult faction of America, that they have a staunch rebuttal, that they have a company line, a company statement upon that.
I don't know. I will say, I don't think Sam is like a real Disney adult. But, we've only gone once. She really... I'm a little bit exaggerating. But she does like Disney World, and I knew it was going to be a trip that she would enjoy.
Is Steve a Disney adult? Because I feel like he's traveled to Disney World for a day.
Steve is not, but his wife definitely is. She loves Disney World. I'm pretty sure, as long as I've known his wife, I'm pretty sure she's been to Disney World 5 or 6 times.
Okay, but that feels, if I can throw a yellow flag on that individual, Steve, it feels like something he would definitely make fun of someone else's wife for doing.
Well, I think he makes fun of his own wife for being like that, though. To his defense, he's consistent.
Okay. He is consistent. Okay.
So I want to get into something kind of birthday related. I want to talk about the best and worst months of the year.
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this really quickly.
Go.
What is your favorite month, and what is your least favorite month, and why?
So, it's easy to say that the best month, it's so holiday predicate. I think, honestly, the
Like,
best
don't say
month
your
start-
birthday, because nobody cares about that.
No, I know, but September is a loaded month.
It's not a bad month. It's an underrated month. Although when you're a kid,
think it's
it's
underrated.
back to school. I used to hate September as a
I
kid,
forgot about back to school.
but now I don't really care about that.
Okay, is it best month for me or best month for thee?
No, this is your list.
Okay.
Honestly, if you want to go,
Alright,
if
we
you
got a
want to
vehicle.
list and rank all the shit, if you want that we can just do that.
Yeah.
12. 12 easily three to say at the same time. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. See this? Like a podcast or something. We're gonna go from 3 to 1, okay?
Okay.
3, 2,
1.
February. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, February's the worst. Other than the Super Bowl, if you're American, the Super Bowl is technically in February, but it's like the first couple days of February, and the rest of the month stinks.
I've got a take.
What's your take?
I don't hate Valentine's Day.
Except I don't do anything for Valentine's Day. It's funny. My parents make fun of me. They're like, how old are you guys? Like, you guys are like a 40-year-old married couple. We don't do anything for Valentine's.
But Valentine's Day is not supposed to be about the big pomp and circumstance of the restaurant stuff. Me and Kayla don't even do that anymore. I'm saying I really honestly enjoy that it's Valentine's Day, like for some reason even watching a movie, and she'll get me like a bag of, Tostitos, and I'll get her a bag of chocolate covered M&Ms, and I think that is like fun enough. But
Wait a second. Did you just say that on Valentine's Day your wife will get you a bag of Tostitos?
I panicked in terms of the what's the per word analogy.
Oh, okay.
I panicked with the analogy.
And this is a mod
She
truck,
actually
by the
buys
way,
me,
if you're wondering.
Technically, like Sour Patch Kids. All right, the next worst month.
All right. I'm gonna go again. I got my next one.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. January.
August.
What?
Oh, I forgot about January. I forgot about January.
Okay.
Whoa. I forgot it existed. I'm sorry.
I was ready to just come after you.
Oh, it's
Like,
January.
I don't think there's any debate. If you live in a cold weather climate, like we live
Even
in
the hot
the
weather
Northeast, huh?
Even the hot weather ones.
That's fair. That's fair. If you live anywhere in the world, February's the worst month. January's the second worst month.
Okay, here's a point for January though.
Okay.
Elite football.
Sports
in January.
Football is fantastic. You've got if you're an American football fan, you've got the NFL playoffs, you've got the college football playoff, leading into the Super Bowl. There's a lot of great sports in January. I will give you that. All right, you want to go to number 10?
Yeah, number 10.
I'm trying to think of my number 10 actually. This is where things
Well,
get a
yeah.
little tougher.
You heard mine.
Yeah, I know what you're going with. All right, I think I have mine. Are we still going to count down? Because I know what you're going to say.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. March. I don't agree with August, man. August is a good month. It's hot.
March Madness?
We'll give you that.
Are you out of your mind? March Madness?
Here's the thing, and you know what? I defended March for years. And Steve, fan of the show, Steve is always like, dude, March is such an overrated month. And he's actually kind of right, man. The weather stinks. You think, like, March is when spring comes. Nah, really, April is when the weather starts getting better. The weather stinks. I guess you do have March Madness if you're a college basketball fan, but other than that, there's not much in March. And the summer is still far away.
Okay, here's my case for August, and we have to come to an agreement as a follow.
Yeah, why are you putting August next? Over the August.
Yeah, I think we would on list.
There.
Here's why.
August got nothing.
It's just really hot in August.
Those sports.
Football is in preseason. Baseball is like in the dog days of summer, what they call it.
It's not the playoffs. Yeah.
The U.S. Open hasn't even started with tennis.
Yeah, the U.S. Open
There's
mostly in September.
And a bunch of people going back to school, you have that like angsty August. August is that feeling, it's the Sunday of months.
So alright, so we're gonna have to decide between March or August. Hey, this is so good, man. You've made good points. I want to be honest, you've made very good points because I love my summer months. But you know, it's funny because once you become an adult, the end of the summer doesn't really depress you as much as it used to because you're not going back to school. You're just always in school, basically. But August, I could never enjoy August when I was in school because I'm always like, the summer's almost over. I'm going back to school. I couldn't enjoy the entire month. So, you know what? I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you August.
March. Then we're going to put March right after that.
All right, so let's put August as the 10th and March as the 9th.
Hold on. I have a case for the 9th.
Okay. No. There is no case that April's worse than March.
April's worse than March because what does April have? It's the start of baseball season.
Yeah, but who cares about? I'm not even talking sports. April is full of hope. April is a clean slate. The weather's changing. Summer's coming around the corner. Vacations.
When do the clocks change? They change in March.
Is it March?
When things are still in despair is when hope is the brightest. Put that on a quote card.
That was good. Did you make that up?
I did just make that up.
That was
so. It was really impressive. I have to announce something later on in the pod. Hope.
He's a senior. Can you even repeat what you just said? Hope is big league. You got lucky. I thought this was a profound moment.
Yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is, when it starts turning over, the moment is starting to influence.
No, but see, that's what makes April so great. It's the first month of good weather, so you really appreciate it. Like that first 60-degree day, Fahrenheit. I know if you guys are Celsius, you're like 60 degrees.
I've got to take for 8 instead of April.
All right, what do you got?
I think May sucks.
You're picking like some of the best months out of the year now.
May is the most overrated month in the history of months. Everyone talks about Memorial Day in this country. Everyone talks about Memorial Day every single year is raining. It's always raining. And going back to my previous point, it's because we've now bridged over the gap. All the anticipation, all the excitement of May is here, and May is a flopperoonie. And I'm sorry to everyone out there. Mother's Day stinks. That's one of the worst holidays of the world.
Is Mother's Day in May?
May.
I mean, I'm not giving you May as 8.
All right, fine.
We got February, last January, August, March.
Okay.
What's 8?
My vote's May.
There's no way. There's no a first version of May. Or rain in the first one.
We'll go April first. Climate change has changed everything, but keep going. We'll go April.
I'm sure it's the 7th.
7th.
I don't know if I'm going to agree with you. Okay, let's do the countdown. 3, 2, 1. November.
You are a really bad person. I won't even say the test was bad because I'm changed, man, but you're a bad guy.
See,
you're what I used to be.
November is when the weather starts getting cold, and you're so far away from good weather. I'm a weatherman. Not actually, like I'm not a meteorologist, but I really care about weather. I hate the cold weather. If I could do the Florida and bring everybody with me, I would do that.
Oh, no.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out. Let's just slow our rolls a little.
Never go to Florida. It's going to be worse than being cold.
There's a lot of
It's too hot.
in November, though, that I will give
Florida's the death country. If you really want to put it that perspective.
We'll talk about this later. We don't and Halloween, from then on, now you're getting into the elite of the elite of the elite crop of holidays, family, friends, togetherness. And
Did I
November's
miss the
weather is not
field?
even bad anymore. Thanksgiving usually, oh, beautiful leaves on foliage all in the backyard. The weather's like 70 degrees. You're a little hot because you put on a sweater because it's November of 1995 in your brain, but it's 2025 and we've neglected all things in environmentalists. And it is hot. So the weather outside is beautiful. And the food's great. We've got Friendsgivings alike. You're hanging out. You're starting to think of the end of the world.
You're still like, it's 90 degrees, it's November, the end of the world is surely coming.
That's true. No, you're starting to think of the end of the work year, right? Things are winding down. I know GFG media never stops, but in the adult world, we, after November, people start taking PTO. You get some work from home weeks.
I agree, but I think a lot of what you're saying is early December. I think it's early December.
I think November is better than June.
I mean, well, I'm not gonna like.
I won't agree on this.
I'll give you May. I'll give you May. With December, because you did win me over. There's a lot of great things in November. There's a lot of great things in November. You've got sports are off the charts. You've got Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorite holidays of the year. I love seeing my family. I love the food. Yeah.
What months do we have left?
Okay. I mean, here's the real thing. The top is 6. Like right now, we've got our top 6. They're all great. They're all in the months we have. All right, you ready? I'm gonna go down the list, not in any order.
Sorry about that, everybody. You can hear me. Sorry about that, everybody.
Here. This is what we have left. We have June, July, we have September, October, December, and what's the one that we're missing? I'm sure we're missing one. Oh, November. November.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Okay, because we didn't put that on. We didn't put that as 7. It's tough to rank these because they're all good. You know what? I think I have 6. I think I have 6.
July?
Yeah. I think so too. Okay, hear me out. The summer.
Flip you.
That's the ones, but individually they all suck. But it's not like it well. Like by me putting July 6th, there's some respect on its name. Sure.
But July's a little hot and the summer's over.
When did it attacked?
Early panic, that ball gets just rams down your throat.
Yeah. No, I'll give you that. Alright, July is 6th. Alright.
Then November's 5th. November's 5th.
November's 5th. November. I appreciate that. Alright, so now we're down to our top 4, and these are elite months. But I have mine, and I think I know what you're going to say. I think we're going to disagree here. Should we do the countdown? 4? Do 4? 3, 2, 1. Wait. I got it. September. Oh. Okay.
I'm willing to go September.
Okay. Here's what I will say about September. The weather's starting to change. You're going back to school. The sports, I love football. That's a big thing for me. Football hasn't ramped up yet. There's no real holidays. Abby, your turn.
Traffic ramps up like a mother sucker.
Traffic, because everybody's back to work and school. Yeah, no, I'm happy with our decision there. All right, top 3, baby. Top 3. Number 3. All right, I got mine. You ready?
I got mine.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. October.
I knew you were going to say October.
Yeah, and I knew you were going to say June.
Okay, all right.
Let's
we'll
talk it out.
Decide, even though we got to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know in the comments, by the way. If you agree, disagree, I'm sure people will disagree with this.
Make your argument right now why October is behind June in the rankings.
For me, it's a weather thing. Again, I'm putting October at 12. It's the bronze, right? Like, if you're an Olympian, you just got a bronze medal. I will respect it. I love it. You got Halloween. The weather's still really good. It's spooky season. I had my Halloween party every night. June has just got a special place in my heart. The summer is just starting. It's my birthday, which I know I told you can't really rate, but it's my birthday. For me, it's a great month.
Your Honor, please strike that from the record.
It's hard to not have a single summer month. And which one would you have? It's got to be June.
Okay. Here's my case. I don't even know what months we have left.
We have June, October, and December.
Okay. But the summer months would be in the top 3, genius. We're debating 2 and 3 right now.
You're totally right. Wait, can I? Okay. It's a shame to not have a summer month in the top 2. There it is.
Nailed that one.
There we go. Saved it.
So here's my case for June in 3rd place as opposed to October.
Yeah.
The best summer month.
Yeah.
Fall.
Sports. No, I'll give you that.
Sports. Stick along. You get the NBA finals. That's pretty good.
NBA finals. And you get Wimbledon.
You can get Wimbledon, which is my favorite sporting event. But here's why. The sports in each are elite versus sports in June. It is the whiteout in college football usually. It is big-time, traditional, powerhouse games. You've got the World Series. You've got the NBA season starting. You've got the NHL season starting. And you've got the NFL like 6, 7, 8 weeks into the season, prime time.
Did you just drop a 6-7?
6-7. You know, when I think of October, I think of the Ravens and the Steelers on a slightly dreary Thursday night fashion. Chargers big day, and then October's probably this. It absolutely is. Okay, so sports aside, October takes the cake. Here's what. Weather. Again, climate change. You got bad, cold nights, but it gives you a nice little chill after a nice warm day.
Now, October's one of the... I actually love the weather. It's still usually in the 60s during the day, but at nighttime it's a little cooler. You can sleep nice.
Apple cider
Do this, and then we'll do another thing probably.
Farms.
What about just start getting pumpkin things?
Pumpkin things in general. Pumpkins are beautiful. Getting ready for Halloween. The spookiness in the air. Movies. The 30 Days of October movies on ABC Family.
Well, let's just say one thing. I just want to say one thing, because you're right. On paper, bam, bam, bam. October is just winning everything. Now the list, it's just winning everything. You're making a case for October to be the best month of the year. Let me just ask you one thing, and maybe you'll disagree with me. If I just put myself in the mindset, because it's October right now. I don't know when this podcast is going to come out, but we're basically in that October season right now. Am I more excited right now or in June? June, just imagine. I'm starting to go outside playing tennis again. Like, now I'm going inside. Now I'm playing indoor tennis again. I'm just more full of...
How can you claim?
It's the eye test. It's the eye test. I can't even defend June, but it's got the it factor.
Okay, then you are the Helen Keller of deciding months, because how can you say June has more magic than the month where magic is at the forefront of everything? Spells, witches, tools, everything. October is magic, baby.
I'm fair. I'm a logical man. I'm going to give it to you, because on paper, you're right. October just goes down the line and it checks all the boxes. I don't know. For me, I'm going to be honest, I think for me, June's my favorite month out of the year. But I agree on paper, June 3rd.
So, without further ado,
So we've got October and December left. Do you want to say the best one or do you want to say the second one?
We're going to now say the best one.
Okay.
The best month of the year.
You made a hard bargain for October, dude.
I'm fine.
You know, I'm saying now I have something to think about. I've got something to chew on. I'm going to be honest. December, October, and June, for me, they're kind of interchangeable. I love all three of those months. So we're splitting hairs here. But, I'm trying to decide now between October and December. What's my favorite? You got it. All right. Okay, so we're saying our favorite, the best month of the year, every year. 3, 2, 1. December. October. And here's why. Let me defend myself. First off, I'm going to use your arguments against you. Everything you just said is the first thing I'm going to say. Everything you just said, the sports, the weather, the food, the holidays. But here's the difference. One, the weather's better. And two, you still have Thanksgiving and Christmas to come. So not only are you enjoying everything that October brings, but you have the excitement, the anticipation of Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate, New Year's. You've got all of that to look forward to. I'm a big anticipation guy. I look forward to things more than I actually enjoy them.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, fine people who are listening to the lunch table and have sat through the ramblings of two mad men for the past 40 minutes or 30 minutes about the months.
You know, what an outrageous argument this is. Like, we're talking like we're solving the problems here.
This is more important than anything that's going on in American society.
That's fair. All right, keep going. Keep going, Attorney Abby.
Now, a gentleman has made his case purely on the concept of anticipation.
Not purely. I started by saying all the things that you said that made
Did
October
I
better than
interrupt you when you were speaking?
Probably, but that's the
Yeah,
thing.
you Christmas is Barry Bonds on steroids versus the toothless idiots of the 1800s in baseball who couldn't even hit a baseball 400 feet.
Here's the problem with December. You ready? Here's the problem. Because I'll give it to you. The first 25 days of December are elite. Those last 5 days, okay, you're heading into January, which is if I'm not incorrect here, it's our 11th month. Because the end of December leads into January, and January stinks on ice. October, I'm full of hope.
Everyone just has that little bit of Christmas cheer in the air. Everyone's jolly, everyone's happy.
Here's a question I have for you, because as a kid, I totally would agree with you. December easily. I think as I've gotten older, certain months like October have aged like fine wine. But here's the difference. For me, I'm not off in December. Whereas for you, you're off a big chunk of December. Do you think that plays a factor? Because you're probably off for 2 out of the 4 weeks of December?
That is correct. So, again, it's personal to us. So, as a podcast, we have to say, what is more in the United States? What is more in the world? That people are professional podcasters and content creators? Or that there's more doctors, nurses, police officers, firefighters, accountants alike?
Yeah, what do you think? I'm giving you December. I'm giving you.
Yes!
Because, and here's the thing, because, on the surface, everybody's going to be like, Freddie, you just gave Abby every single month that he disagreed with you. But, yeah, I can't argue against December. I don't even know what I was going from there.
Plus, we're going to publish this to the masses.
This is the definitive list of the best months of the year. Last place, February. Second to last, January. Then you've got August, then March, then April, then May, July, November, September. Third place is June. Second place is October. And the best month out of the year is December. And that's a fact. If you disagree with us, you're wrong.
You're a communist.
Wow, that's a little too far.
Well, they don't like gifts.
You not get gifts if you're communist?
Do you think they get gifts in North Korea at Christmas?
Everybody in the whole country gets the same gift. They get like a noisemaker.
Listen, Brendan, I gotta be honest. We don't have a lot of viewership to cling to, but if we lose our North Korean contingent, I think I'm okay.
It'll probably be all right. So, can I talk to you about a couple things that I've got, I'm angry about right now? These are unrelated.
Okay. What did Steve do?
No, this is unrelated to Steve. First things first, I got a bone to pick with Tyson Chicken. I've got a chicken bone to pick with them. My favorite chicken nugget in the world was the Tyson air-fried chicken nugget. It was, and I didn't do it because it was healthy. All white meat, half the grams of fat of any other chicken nugget I could find, and there was extra protein, no oil. Air fried this bad boy, and the chicken just tasted fresh. It was delicious. I had these chicken nuggets for the last 4 years. They discontinued it. I wrote an angry. I've never done this before in my life. I wrote an angry email to Tyson Chicken customer service asking them to bring it back. What?
Tyson's the man of the channel, right? Didn't you get a sponsorship for Tyson Chicken?
Not really. So, all right. My buddy Paul, who's kind of like my manager, was like, "Hey, I know Brandon likes Tyson. Let's reach out to Tyson and see if they want to sponsor him." And they were like, "We're not looking for sponsors right now, but we'll send you a care package." I'm like, "Great. I'll get all this chicken. Fantastic." I get the box at my front door. I open it up. I already got the air fryer warming up. Saliva's coming out of my mouth. They sent me a hat and a spatula.
Beggars can't be choosers. Tyson, are you willing to switch affiliation?
After
You're
they
open for business.
after Tyson discontinued my air fried chicken nuggets, I'll go with anybody.
Wait, hold on. This is the biggest thing to hit the chicken market since bird flu, the avian flu.
Oh yeah. Brandon back on the market.
You're a free agent in the chicken game.
And I'm pretty sure I account for at least 50% of the chicken nugget consumption in the world. There's a good chance. And if you count Sam, because Sam's a chicken nugget holic too, if you count our household and probably our future child, we've got to account for more than half of the chicken nugget consumption in the world.
May I make a pitch both for our sponsorship and for your free agency?
Yes.
Bell and Evans chicken nuggets is unbelievable. I think every chicken
Alright, that's what we're going to do today.
is massaged and kissed on the lips.
My only issue with Bell and Evans. My only issue.
No.
They're
You're
chicken.
blow a sponsorship deal
No.
for you.
No. Bell and Evans chicken is elite. That's if I buy like chicken breast at the store, right? If we're like cooking something with chicken, that's what we get every time. And I remember I used to think like the organic farm raised that doesn't mean anything for chicken. It really does. It's way better.
Yes, it does.
But they only have the chicken chunks, which are great. They're great. But sometimes I just want a breaded nug. Sometimes I want a breaded nug, and Bell and Evans doesn't make the nuggets. They just make the chunks.
How about Healthy Selects?
Like the chicken tenders?
No, they make the nuggets, the green bag. The green top with the white.
Talk to me.
Everyone says it's the closest to Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets that you can get in the open market.
No, I know what you're talking about. Those are chunks too, though.
What is your problem with your chunks?
You're a chunky man.
All right, yeah, I put on a little bit of holiday weight since 2022, but no reason to come at me.
No, I like the chicken chunk, but like I said, every once in a while I want a nug. Here's my thing. I'm really just upset that Tyson discontinued my favorite nugget. I was attached to this nugget, and it was reasonable. It was healthier. I looked up online, and there was like a Reddit article of people complaining like me. Why did they get rid of this nugget? Some guy said he lost 47 pounds on those nugs.
Tyson,
Yeah.
listen to the people. Listen to my co-host. He's already skin and bones. If he doesn't get his chicken nuggets, there's a chance that you could lead to another person on Earth fully washing away, emaciating. He's about to be a father. This is important that this man gets his chicken nuggets. Also, very famous. You don't throw that weight around because you don't got enough weight to throw around. This man, 4 million followers, multiple billions of views across platforms. He's begging, praying, crying over these nuggets. He's staying up late at night. He's texting me. He's going through withdrawals. And this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do to one of the most loyal men I know, to a podcast that would illuminate your name in the stars if you brought his chicken nugget back. So please, for me, for the better graciousness of society and for the delight to all the kids around the world, because if they lose their favorite YouTuber, there is no fun, there is no hope. Bring back the nuggets, my friends.
Abby, you're just giving like these heartfelt monologues today. This is not the first one. Like that's the third one you had.
What was mostly
Defending April.
I think I want to roll. You know what? I'm going to call it out on the pod. I'm not going to wait till it ends. This is our best episode. Screw this.
Alright, so that's the one thing. I'm really upset with Tyson for discontinuing my chicken nugget. Alright, I did find a replacement, but they're like $12 a bag. I found like these Purdue organic farm farm raised or not farm, whatever it is, free range chicken nuggets, and they're really good, but they're so expensive, dude. Like the ones that I liked were like maybe $7 a bag. I don't know. I want to talk about the second thing.
All right, let's hear it.
Last night we had a storm at the old house, and a large limb fell from a tree by my driveway. I'll put a picture here. So today I go out there, I crack my back. I've been sitting at the desk all day. I was like, I got this. Right? this is a big limb. This was like, it wasn't like a branch. This was like a third of a tree, right? So I don't have a chainsaw. I never have the right tools for anything. What?
Not true. You have a pocket chainsaw. I've seen the vlog.
No, but I gave it to my dad. My dad has it now. My dad loves that thing. He cuts down things that he doesn't even want to cut down just because he likes using it so much. So I go out there with a handsaw. Dude, do you know how hard it is to chop up a tree with the wrong tools? I was out there for like 2 hours. I was carrying logs on my back. I had wheelbarrows. I had like hedge clippers. I was drenched in sweat. I'm like, dude, I'm covered in dirt and tree sap and leaves. My shirt is ripped. I've got cuts up and down my neck. And then my neighbor like walks out and just sees me looking like a madman. I'm sitting there with the saw. I'm like an hour and a half in, and he's like walking his 2 adorable dogs. And I just, hey, Tim! I think I scared the crap out of me. Hi! And he like just scurried away. Terrified the dude. I think he thought I was like an axe murderer.
I was going to say you had ketchup all over your shirt because you just had some chicken nuggets.
I just had some chicken nuggets. Yeah.
Covered in like a bloody substance.
Yeah, absolutely. There was certainly some ketchup and probably some hot sauce on my shirt too.
Brandon, you know, I come at you for your size quite a bit, but you're like a army ant. You can carry like 50 pounds
and a visioning
more than
lying to me.
you weigh.
They have a bunch more games than I thought they did.
The smallest tree in the world.
No, really.
I'm gonna text
They
it.
have more games than I thought
I'm
they
gonna
ever
text
did.
it to you. It was a legit.
They have submarine.
You know,
They
now
have
that
so
I look
much
at the
stuff
picture,
that I
it's
didn't know
not
they
a
had.
third of the tree.
I've only been to their basics and
It's
power
not even
plants.
close to a third of the tree. But it was a big limb. It was not even a branch. That's a limb.
Oh my God, Brandon, no, I could cut that with scissors.
Oh,
Are you serious right now?
I'm telling you, the picture doesn't do it justice. I think the limb was probably about 6 inches in diameter.
If you're an audio-only listener, which I know we've been growing leaps and bounds.
Yeah, sorry for the audio-only listeners, but this tree was like the size of... It was like the size of the Times Square or the Rockefeller Center tree in New York City.
No. Christmas tree, definitely. Think of the last tree in the open yard on December 23rd that is browned and furrowed and has nothing left, small, like my co-host, the tree would be. This is the type of tree, branch, that we're talking, that this man risked life and limb, pun intended, to clear out of his yard.
I wish I kept it there and brought you to my house and said, you clear it. I'm telling you, this thing was
Next
mean.
time a tree falls, you call Daddy. I'll come over there.
You won't, though. You won't come.
Oh, I'm gonna come.
Well, now you have to. Next time I lose
We can make a vlog out of it.
I don't know what that vlog would be. Oh, well,
it's a vlog mini for the pod.
I like that. I do actually want to do this on the podcast because we haven't had too many like serious athletic debates, but it's just a matter of time until me and Abby think that we would beat the other one in some activity. It's going to happen, whether it's a race or a tennis match or a lifting event or whatever it is. There's going to be a debate that breaks out between the two of us, and I think it would be really fun to make a video on it.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe jumping, whatever it might be.
I don't know, Brandon. I'm a humble man. Fatherhood has changed me. I don't know.
Man, back in your
I know
day,
my limitations.
Back in your day, you were Michael Jordan in your mind.
Back in my day, I could jump 500 feet vertically and horizontally. I had the strength of 2 mountains.
So, all right, we're not finished yet, but I just want to mention everybody at home that's listening to the podcast, shout out you guys. But if you're watching the podcast on YouTube, where most of our views come from, check us out on audio only. If you're on the bus, if you're in the car, if you're just going for a run and you want to listen to the podcast, go to Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts. It's in the link down below. Rate us 5 stars. The audio only has been doing really well recently, and it's kind of exciting because it is a podcast. Kind of audio is kind of the main part of the podcast.
So, I've been tickling a little bit about a big announcement that I'm going to make.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier that you've got a big announcement for later in the episode. Is this the moment?
I think this is the moment.
Okay, you've been tickling us. Is that what you said? I just want to get that right.
Take a sip of water, clear your brain, sit back, put those earbuds in, and listen to this smooth, silky announcement.
Does this have? Well, all right. I don't want to guess, because if I guess something more exciting than what it is, it'll be a disappointment.
Kayla's not pregnant.
Okay, because that's what my guess would have been.
Okay.
That would have been a quick turnaround. And man, you know, your wife should have been pregnant, because our kids would have been like a month apart in age, like a couple months.
We told you, it's the most overblown thing in the world.
What?
Our kids are going to meet each other maybe 14 times in their entire life.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
You think it's less?
Well, probably not.
Okay.
Well, I think it might be less. And here's why. Because I think we're going to bring them to things like Friendsgiving once a year until they're probably about like 10, and then they're not going to want to come.
Where are they going to go?
Well, maybe 12. I don't know. Like, how old? Like, when did your parents leave you?
Okay, but how about there's going to be like a communion or a baptism or a birthday?
So we might double dip one year. You're saying?
Correct.
Quick question, quick aside. I want to keep teasing your joke here, or your surprise.
Whoa.
Sorry. I want to keep teasing your surprise. At what age did your parents start letting you stay home alone?
Honestly, pretty late, so probably good parenting.
I would guess that number is getting older and older. Like, our parents, I'm pretty sure my dad was home alone when he was like 4. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Us, probably in the middle. And now, oh my gosh, in the next generation or two, it's going to be like 18 before parents let their kids be home alone.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it was like pretty late. Like
really?
14.
How? You were in high school before? No.
Honestly, I don't know if I was being left alone in grammar school.
So in 8th grade, your parents did. There's no freaking way. Also, you always say that you were like the neglected child because you're the fourth. You're the fourth born.
No, I was neglected in terms of, mental, emotional care. And this is why I lash out by trying to tell humor in every junction of like my horrible life, when it is horrible. But no, I think for the most part they were a little overboard, because I was going to my grandparents probably until I was 13.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Your parents both worked, right?
Yeah.
So when you got home from school, you weren't home alone for a couple hours? I'm not saying like keeping you home alone for days. Really?
Through 8th grade.
Because both of my parents worked. So like, when I was in 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, I would go to my neighbors or I'd go to daycare. But when I was in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I just came home. What was I going to do? I was like 12 years old. It's not like I don't know how to use the bathroom. What am I going to do? Set the house on fire?
I went to my grandparents' house. We had fun. She cooked fabado. We would get like carne asada. It would be good dinner. I'd take a little nappy nap sometimes.
This is shocking. I thought I was going to give my age, like, I would say my parents probably started leaving me home alone when I was like 11 or 12. I thought I was going to say that, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, I was 9 months old when my parents left me home alone. I was cooking for the family. I'm shocked.
Okay, but
high school.
Here's the thing. Even in grammar school, because the park was probably 2 blocks away, probably around 6th grade, 5th, 6th grade, I would come to my grandparents, get some water or something, then I would call my parents up on the landline, unk status, and I would say, can I go to Lewandowski Park and go play football with my friends? And they would be like, yeah, okay. So I would walk to the park by myself.
So they wouldn't let you in your own house by yourself, but they'd let you walk outside by yourself?
Yeah, like walk in the dusk.
Doesn't that seem way more dangerous?
Way more. Right by New York City, too.
Anyway, back to your big surprise.
No, it's not a big surprise. I don't think it's going to surprise anyone.
You literally have been saying a surprise this whole time.
No, it's a seminal moment. Maybe in American history. Maybe in world history.
This is going to be such a disappointment. Whatever you're saying is going to be... You're going to be like, I bought a new shirt today. Like, this is going to stink.
In the year 2028, I'm considering, I won't make my final declaration here on the pod.
We're talking about something that's going to happen in 3 years?
I'm about 4% of the way there. 4% out of the 100% mentally.
Okay. This is going to be the worst surprise ever.
I think I'm going to run for Congress, United States Congress.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's also not going to happen.
Oh, okay, first of all, why not? Second of all, I did not put this into my own brain. And third of all, in every personality test growing up, I always got that I could possibly be a cult leader or a politician.
Oh.
He won't even come tubing with us anymore because he says he doesn't have enough time. You're going to run for Congress?
United States Congress, so not really that important. If you've been following American politics for the last 10 years, you could probably... First of all, I don't want to get political, but half the people are sleeping. Like, it can't be that hard. It can't be that hard to be a politician. I would be... Brandon, I'm perfect. I am perfect for this. I am perfect. Here,
I'll give it to you. You're perfect because all politicians think they are perfect. I'll give you that.
No, I understand my flaws. I'm a man of the people, and I will be running on a populist electorate thing to bridge the gap between the good people of the right side and the good people of the left side. We're going to bring America back together. This is what I'm going to do.
Is that going to be your campaign? Bringing America back together again.
Oh, I kind of like that. I haven't thought of a campaign slogan. Maybe I'll do that.
There is not 1% of my being that would ever want to be a politician.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to be one either. And sometimes I believe sometimes maybe that's the reason why I should. But it wasn't even my idea. I had a friend go to me. He's a member of the United States military. And he said, I think I would say this normally to some people as like, well, why don't you serve your country? But he was actually meaning it to me. He was like, you have some things that you're pretty passionate about. He was like, why don't you serve your country? I think you would be a really good constituent in the halls of hallowed Congress. Which
and
is
as
funny,
my first day of running, anybody that likes May, life in prison.
Oh yeah, I've already talked about my.
You're going to be a dictator.
Oh, yeah. I will not. I will be a man of democracy. But I think the funny thing is, so I pitched the idea to Kay. I go, sweetie, you're talking to a United States congressman, so have a little respect.
So you were already elected in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, the second I put my name on the ballot, I'm winning. You know that.
Not only would I never want to be a politician, but now you're all of a sudden going to be a target.
Okay. Maybe not, though. Maybe I will be universally loved for the first time in my life.
You won't. Here, let me put it this way. No politician in the history of politics have ever been universally loved.
Why not
And
me?
you have never been universally loved in your life, and you're not even a politician. What makes you think that you're going to be the first person?
Because I'm a real guy for real dudes and real chicks. I'm just... Okay, maybe I have to work on polishing myself a little bit. We've got years. We've got a couple of years to go down this rabbit hole. But Brandon, I got to be honest. A little bit today, I was thinking, I could do it. I'm going to be the first politician to SNL. I'm going backwards. I'm running for Congress.
All right, now we're getting the real reason why Abby wants to be a congressman. He just wants to become famous and then parlay it into something else.
I think it's great for the pod.
You don't even care about the people.
No, I care about the people. I will serve them valiantly.
Every speech Abby gives, it's going to be like a really important topic. It's going to be like, ladies and gentlemen of New Jersey, we have not caught the murderer yet, but make sure you subscribe to the Lunch Table Podcast, sponsored by Liquid Death. We're going to keep looking for the murderer. By the way, don't forget to rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Your whole campaign is going to be a commercial.
This next bill is sponsored by Bell & Evans Chicken. Like, do you think I would be known as, like, one of the hotter politicians? serious, too. This is the greatest part. I'm so serious. Like, do you think the young kids are like, this unk has got a little bit of pizzazz to him?
I don't know, man.
Do you think all my friends vote for me? Or do you think there's friends who lie straight to your face and click the other ballot box?
100% you'd get lied to your face. I'm not saying all of your friends. But you're asking me, is there a single friend that's not going to vote for you? Definitely.
No, but I mean, like, every single person sitting at Friendsgiving. Do you think there's people there that are not voting for me?
I would guess that most people would vote for you. That's a good question. Do all politicians get their whole families to vote for them?
Okay.
Like, how often is a politician running for whatever office and, like, their friends and families are not voting for them?
I think it's worse if they're in
Oh,
the
dear.
booth and they vote for the other person. This is what I see my family doing. I swear they will all say, I'm going to vote for you, and they're going to think to themselves, well, I love him as a person, but I don't agree with
back in the building.
Yeah, I was going to say, knowing you might actually be the worst thing for you. Like, anybody that knows you might definitely not vote for you.
Okay? This is not going well, or the way that I was thinking the reaction would be.
Your whole campaign's unraveling. Abby, I want to get into lunchtime. I actually have one today. I came prepared. We've got it from P.K. Rawlinson, 7437. This video was so funny. I have a question for next episode. What's the worst advice you've ever received? Not a bad question.
I had someone who's close to the family tell me when I was 17 years old, when I first started dating my wife.
That was the first year Abby was allowed to be home alone.
Yeah, with a woman on top of it. I just went full swing. No, he told me, don't waste your time. You're still young. You'll move on to 400 more women. Why are you bothering? Wow. And it became the mother of my child. And I thought at the time, I was like, well, first of all, weird, because you're like married to someone that I know, and you're giving me this advice because you're like kind of talking negatively about women. But then second, on top of that, it's like, you know, Kayla, like, she's nice and respectful and really smart and pretty and a good person. Like, why are you rooting against a 17-year-old girl? Why are you rooting against
That's weird. I feel like Kayla is your. You kind of knocked that one out of the park, right?
Absolutely, that was my
like. I know in your mind you're like the most attractive politician in the world, and I'm not saying you're an ugly man by any standards, but I think both of us would be lying if we didn't say we batted out of our own league a little bit.
Correct, we did. Yeah,
not only one person, many people, but there's one that sticks out in my mind. It was a woman at my tennis club. Heard that I was doing YouTube, and that I was thinking about quitting my job, or I think I had just quit my job, and she said something along the lines of, "You're making the biggest mistake of your life. Quitting my job as an accountant to try to do YouTube as a full-time job." And I remember at the time, because I did not know if YouTube was going to work or not, right? Like, when I quit my job, I had like 70,000 subscribers on my gaming channel. It's really not a lot, right?
Nothing to sneeze at, though.
Huh?
Nothing to sneeze at.
No, I mean, it's a lot of subscribers, but I'm saying, like, most people, when they go full-time, have millions. I quit pretty early because I just hated my job. But in my mind, I was always like, if this fails, I could just go back. Yeah, maybe I'll be like a year or two delayed in my, like, growth up the ladder in corporate America. But what's the worst that happens? I was 26 years old. I wasn't married. We didn't own a house yet. I was like, there's no risk. I don't have a child. But obviously now, looking back, like, horrendous advice telling me, stop this YouTube thing, go back to your job as an accountant.
Come on, you want to say it. Eat it, you old bag.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you still see her at the tennis club?
Yeah. Wonderful lady.
Do you walk around with your gold and your silver plaques?
No, but, you know, she brings it up every time. She's always like, you know, I still just don't understand what you're doing. She says that every time. Are you really good at the games? Like, why do people watch you? Like, extremely insulting things to say, but I know she doesn't mean it to be mean. Like, I always love that. I get that all the time as a YouTuber. Why would anybody want to watch that? And they don't mean that to be insulting, but like wildly insulting to say that. Like, could you imagine saying that to like Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, why would anybody want to watch your movies?
Well, you can talk about, we're not going to name names, but you know who you are. How's the 4 people who watch your podcast doing?
Yeah, I'm going to say this, and we're going to wrap things up. I don't think our friends and family appreciate how many views we get. I know the podcast, we're not the biggest podcast in the world. We're not, what's the biggest one? Joe Rogan? I don't know. Like, what's the biggest podcast in the world? We're not as big as Joe Rogan yet, right? We're not the Basement Yard yet. And we may never get there. But we still average, like, in all seriousness, I'm kind of joking, but in all seriousness, we get like 20,000 views every podcast on YouTube. We get like 1,000 downloads on Spotify and Apple Music. We get tens of thousands of views on our clips on TikTok and Instagram. These are like stadiums filled worth of people. And our friends make fun of us. They're like, oh, the 4 people watching at home. I'm like, if you post something on Instagram, you get 3 likes. Like, what are you talking about here?
You post your birthing announcement. You post your marriage. The most important days of your life. You get like 60 likes on those things.
We talk about our favorite months out of the year and 25,000 people watch. Like, what are you talking about? Happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your 31st birthday, 35th birthday, you old geezer. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back in 2 weeks for another episode. Have a good one.
Ollie asked, do you want better sleep this year? I've been there. I've tried.
Sam got this.
It's 9:01. Should do the movie stuff. Innovation. They fire. Yeah, or get out and they go somewhere else. They have a bunch of stuff that they've been keeping things from me. I know about their plants and their labs and their bases and stuff and their spaceship, but they've been keeping some other stuff hidden that I never knew about. Innovation's big, definitely. See y'all. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. See ya.